Core fam, you know who I am. You know where we at. It's for a while black. Anthony Chambers here. Solo review. Okay, I'm on a solo review because Monty refused. Refused to go with me to see this movie. So it's all good. It's just me and you. We are on a review Saw 10. Ladies and gentlemen, Saw. What can I say about this series? I didn't seen half of them. I didn't seen 7. Well, I didn't seen about, let me see, including this one. I didn't seen 6 Saws, and then I saw Spiral. So 7 of these movies. But I mean, you already know what you come here for with Saw. Saw is really not a horror movie. It's just one of those movies for shock value. But it is probably the most inhumane, grotesque movies I have seen. I mean, I know we have other movies like that, but Saw is the granddaddy of them all, you know? And it was a time frame where Saw will come out every October, just around Halloween. You was anticipating a new Saw, and that's what it was. That's what it's all about. But as we all know, the later years, Saw has went downhill, and I knew it was over when Saw 3D came out. Oh, I knew it. I was like, oh yeah, this is trash. And then they tried to reboot it with Jigsaw. Didn't even bother. Saw it later on down the line, like on TNT or something. But that's neither here or there because I am glad. I am happy to report back to you guys and say that Saw 10 is probably the best Saw since the original 3. I'm going to say that. Like, yes, Saw 10 is definitely top 5. It's definitely top 5. What I'm going to say is probably like most reviews. I mean, pretty much it's funny enough everyone's saying the same thing, but I'm going to speak from a different point of view, okay? I want to say that this movie was probably the best insight into John Kramer, okay? This movie made you care about him. This movie pretty much made him the hero in a weird way because we all knew growing up he was this mastermind that was sick in the head, and he pretty much looked at it as like, oh, I'm not killing people, I'm giving people a choice. It was wild. It was wild. But he looked at it like that. He's just like, yo, I gave him a chance. They failed. It ain't me. So it was sick. He's a real sicko when you get to know him. But this movie gave him a little bit of a, like a human side, gave him like empathy in a way. And that's weird because I think that's the first time in movie history, like in horror, that we cared about the villain. I mean, we never cared about Michael Myers like that. We never cared about Freddy. Jason, and the list goes on. But yeah, here, Jigsaw, what? I was like, come on, why are you guys doing this? Why are you guys doing that to him, of all people? Long story short, the movie goes how pretty much he realized that he don't got that much time with the cancer. Some people set him up, and all hell breaks loose, and that's pretty much the movie. And it's a real slow burner at first, but then when it picks up, oh baby, okay, you are rooting for John, you are ready, you like, I can't wait till they get in these traps, just so they can suffer for putting him through that, all right? Because let me tell you something, they did your boy dirty, okay? I'm talking about so dirty that I was like, man, that's messed up. Why they do him like that? But this is still Jigsaw at the end of the day. That's why it's so confusing. I'm in the theater like, man, dog, he gotta get a lick back, man. We gotta ride on him or something. But I'm like, bro, this guy's been a menace since '04. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's wild. That was the amazing part about Saw 10. The traps. Let me tell you something. I have not, like, cringed up in a while, okay? Like, I didn't seen these movies, so I know what I'm getting myself into. as a kid, I was like more so looking at the traps like, oh, that's sick. You see that? Man, when I saw this, I was in there like, ah, like just, oh man, like the traps were like that this time around. I was like on pins and needles. Um, it was so many traps. It was, I'm trying to think the one that stood out. Which one? Oh my gosh. The trap with the, oh man, the first one. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say because I don't want to spoil the movie because it's still fresh. People still gotta see it. But that first one, not the one they've been teasing. Okay, that's one on the poster. The one when they in the building and all I'm gonna say the lady. Okay, the lady, which she had to do what she had to do, but the sound effects and what they were going through. Oh my gosh, I'm talking about pins and needles. Oh man, you know when you see something, it's more so like maybe it's an older thing, but when you see something get sawed off or you get chopped up and they doing something, you start holding that body part. Like I was literally like, like I'm just, oh man, it was tough, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. There was some other things in there that was for shock value, and I was like, wow, that's ridiculous, but that's also smart. So I loved it. I loved it all around. What's the old girl name? I think her name is Amanda. Amanda is back in this film, and if you know, it's been a lot of Apprentice. So for her to come back, basically letting it be known, like, okay, she was like the favorite, of course. Plus, this takes place between Saw 1 and 2. So definitely it was good to see her again. She was like the comic relief of this movie. Even Jigsaw got a couple of jokes in, talking about he a life coach. That's some sick shit to say. But overall, Saw 10, my gosh, like this was definitely it was back to basics, all right? It was back to basics. Everything you love about Saw is here. It was good. I saw this with a crowd, so it was even more amazing. Everybody was into it. It wasn't like, people was just like a speck here, a speck there. No, this was a packed house, and it felt good, again, to watch Saw with a lot of people, because everybody just all in the same idea, just, oh, God, no! But it felt great. It really, really felt great. There's no need to even feed around the bush. This is a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, back to basics. Jigsaw's back, all right? Like, me personally, I would just end it right here, but this is at the high, okay? This is Kobe going out with 60. You get what I'm saying? Dare I say it, this might be the best horror film of the year. And it's a lot of horror this year, but right now, this is my number one pick, even over Scream. So that lets you know this is real. But let me know in the comments, man. Let me know what you think of Saw 10. I mean, did it get back to basics? Did you enjoy the movie? Did you dislike the movie? I mean, is it top 5? I said it's the best one since the first one, okay? Like the feel of it, or the original 3, okay? I would say it like that, because the original 3, those were amazing. The endings will always keep you coming back, but definitely it's top 5 for me. I want to know these things, man. I want to know, because at the end of the day, this movie did something truly, truly amazing. And John Kramer, baby, okay? Just like he said in the movie, it's not a redemption, it's a reawakening. Can't get no colder than that.